Yeah, I don't know what it is about Lancaster, but I think that it draws in very creative people.
And then the people, there's just a good creative energy here.
So everything about filmmaking in Lancaster comes back to people and the people that are here.
Lancaster, Central Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania in general, I feel like there's just an excitement to be a part of the process and people who are willing to just jump in and want to jump in.
Yeah, people seem really willing to help. Not only lend a hand if you're doing something pro bono or you got to get really small because you really don't have a budget, but even people who are in allied disciplines who you talk about this film you want to construct, they're more than willing to listen about it, and it's kind of out of maybe their norm, but here they are, and you know they bring their talents to it.
And I think that this city has, you know, a ton of people ready to work and jump in and help and make your project better for it.
If you bring your project here, I guarantee you not only will it get crewed up by local people quickly, but it will be competent, hard-working local people who know what they're doing, have the experience and the drive to, you know, help you achieve your vision of whatever the project is, if it's a film, a music video, whatever.
There are a lot of artists here, and there are a lot of people who love the arts here, and so it's a great place where yeah, there are a lot of filmmakers around, but there are a lot of non-filmmakers who want to see film be made and are going to pitch in and help in any way that they can.
I mean, Lancaster County is beautiful. There's plenty of good, you know, untapped locations to shoot in that people have never seen before and probably should see, because there's a lot of really pretty stuff here that people don't know exist.
The county of Lancaster itself, I feel like, offers a lot of diversity in terms of the types of locations that you're looking for, right?
You can be in this suburban neighborhood like this, and then you can be in the mountains in 20 minutes. You can be downtown in 15 minutes. You know, it's just, you've got all different places you can shoot all within the same vicinity.
We're only an hour away from like cowboy country, but if you need a city vibe, Lancaster's a beautiful small town, and we're not far from Philly or Baltimore. There's just, where it's located is great.
While Lancaster is a small town, it is placed very centrally to a lot of big towns. So Philadelphia is a day trip, DC is a day trip, Baltimore is a day trip, New York is a day trip. And so while we have a lot of filmmaking resources here, when you need something that's a little bit more specialized, if you can't find it in Lancaster, you can find it in a neighboring city. And that is clutch for us.
Lancaster's great because there is this urban-ish part of downtown. There are a lot of things to do now. There are restaurants, there is theater, there are movie theaters, there's just about everything you could ask for as far as culture and entertainment.
There's a lot of the amenities of a big city, but also the conveniences of small town living, and you know, you got that real balance between like being close to nature, which I think for artists is hugely important, and also being able to like just go out and dance or drink or eat, whatever you want to do.
There's a lot of great filmmakers in Lancaster that care about the stories that they want to tell, and I think because the business economics are strong here in Lancaster and the creative filmmakers are strong here in Lancaster, those two together could create a really great ecosystem for film.
The art community just keeps, like every year, just doubling, tripling, you know, in what it's doing. Again, not something you'd expect from when you hear Lancaster.
You have multiple seasons, you have multiple locations, you have people, you have finance, you have, you're close to big cities, you're close to bigger cities in Lancaster, and I think all that together makes it a great place to make films.
You know, you wouldn't think it when you look at Lancaster County, but you can really make it happen here.
Lancaster is considered America's refugee capital. It resettles more refugees per capita than anywhere else in the United States. So I'm bringing this up because there are so many unique storylines happening here from so many different cultural perspectives that it just offers a plethora of material for filmmakers to say, hey, you know, this is something worth telling.
There's a support network around here of like-minded people, and that helps. beyond that, the quality of life issues in this community, and just what you can find in terms of schools and culture and food is a huge thing for me. You know, there's just there's a lot of cool places in the country where you consider setting up shop. Lancaster's one of them.